can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so me it's Asmat, and I'll let Rana do the rest of the talking.
So I'm Rana, and we're part of Noor Events and Photography. We just launched about 4 months ago after being in the industry for about 9 years, I would say, since 2009. So I had a passion in event planning, and you in...
It was photography and videography.
Yeah.
Right.
And we just decided to pursue our passion, and we put our careers, we're still both working full-time, but we decided to go ahead and start this.
Okay, now the question is for you, Asmat. How long have you had your beard?
Since it started growing. No, I'm kidding. When I was in high school, I used to shave it. It was easier for me. But then I started having a little lineup when I went to hijab. So that's about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
But then when I met Rana, she kind of told me that my lineup was ugly and I should grow it like a man and actually put a whole thing.
Yeah.
So she made me shave that lineup and then grow it fully, and that's what happened. So since then I've had a full beard, and yeah.
And it looks good.
What was your motivation to grow your beard?
Well, like I said, I wanted to get married, and she asked me to have a full
So
beard.
it's because of you, Rana?
Yeah,
much,
it was, I really, when I saw his lineup, I just thought that it would suit him better. And then he decided to shave that whole lineup completely, and he started kind of...
Because the first time I saw her, after I shaved the whole thing to make it grow, I saw her, she was on the bus, and then I walked towards her and she was disgusted.
Not disgusted, I wasn't disgusted. I just was like, okay, it's not very
No, it's because
attractive.
my baby face came out, so...
Yeah, and you
was
could
really,
see like he was like very bare-faced, and then he decided to grow it from there, and he struggled a lot in growing it, so yeah.
Okay, nice. Asmat, do you recall encountering obstacles to grow your beard? Like itching, touching?
A bit, yes. So what was happening is that I had bald spots, and mostly the top here. The bottom was good, but over here was it was not growing that much. That's why I had a lineup. But then I decided to just let it grow, and it took a bit of time. But then eventually everything was good. I didn't have much itching, to be honest. I was good. I was having just a patching issue.
Okay, nice. And how did your friends, relatives, and coworkers react to your new look?
Friends were actually surprised because it turned out really nice. So they're like, "Oh, this is good." Rana's reaction.
Even Rana?
Yeah. Rana's reaction once it was fully grown, she really liked it. So that was good for me. But I had a few relatives actually coming up to me and they're like, "Why are you growing a beard? What's going on? Like it makes you look so old. You're so young. You're like 20 years old. Why are you putting a beard on? Like,
how old are you now?
Huh?
How old are you now?
Right now I'm 25. So when I started growing a full one, I think I was 20-ish. So yeah, they felt like I was just doing that and it was making me look old, but I was not agreeing to that.
So Rana, you were happy?
Yeah, I was happy. It was honestly for our faiths too. Like it does really tie in everything together, and I was visibly practicing, and I wanted him to be part of that as well. And it just suited him a lot better. And even to this day, like he's happy he did that decision. Like I didn't force it on him, but I kind of
Back then
suggested it.
Back then I was skinny, so that was fine. But now it's a good cover. It's covering a whole thing, so nobody knows.
Covering the double chin.
Nice. Now you made the best decision, man. And have you ever faced any negativity, discrimination in regards to your beard?
Probably.
Like at work or?
Yeah, probably a bit of discrimination. It was not so obvious, to be honest with you, because my beard is pretty trimmed, so it's not a big beard. But I know I'm for sure that at work some people were, looking at me differently because of it, but mostly it was okay for me. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And do you have a funny or positive anecdote in relation to your beard?
I do, but I think Rana's going to take that one. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Rana.
So so at some point, I guess you would call us, we used to change jobs, every once in a while. And one of the things we had to do very often was interviews. So we used to have to do interviews a lot, and he was getting ready for a big interview. And I think I was too, like a few days later or something. So he had gone to the barber, and it was this new barber that he had gone to, and he decided to do his lineup, his like beard
trim,
with
yeah.
the trimming with the barber. And the barber went way too deep, and he barely left any hair on his face. And of course, we had gained quite a bit of weight back then, and I didn't like it at all, and I was like, okay, it's too short. So I decided to try something that I had seen obviously on YouTube.
I was totally against it, by the way, just for the record.
He totally was against. He would not let me touch it, and I'm like, please, let me just try, a small spot, and we'll see how it goes. And then I finally took my, makeup kit, and it was an eyeshadow kit, and I just took a huge brush and I dusted it into the black eyeshadow, and I went ahead and I went at him in the beard, and I started off like small, and I made him look at it, and I was like, what do you think? And he was just mind blown. He couldn't
now I understand why the hell women put makeup. Because this makes a whole different...
Yeah. And you see, like, he had a lot of space, so you could see all the skin, like, everything. So I decided to go in it, and I saw his face. Like, he didn't want to admit it, but I saw how he was, like, excited. And then I continued, and it ended up doing his whole beard. And it was perfectly, like, it looked so nice, and it looked really straight. It didn't look fake at all, because I made sure to, like, buff it out.
It was just for one day. 2 hours for my interview.
It wasn't just for one day. So we tested it that first night. So he had come back home or something, and we had just done his beard, and we had tested it. And then the following day was his interview, and he had to take a shower. So obviously everything comes out. So I redid it the following day.
Yes, one day in public. That's what I mean.
No, and then he did it again. So for at least a week.
No, I didn't. That's not true. She's lying.
At least 2-3 days.
She has a really bad memory. Everybody knows that.
Until his beard like grew in, at least 2-3
That's not true.
2-3 days.
That is not true.
2-3 days. Minimum.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, 2-3 days.
It was for my interview, and I was even worried because I'm like, I'm gonna be in an interview. What if I sweat or something, and then it starts coming off, and then I'm gonna be for sure I don't get the job.
And I was thinking
funny enough, I got the job. They liked it. So
they liked
nice,
it. And for girls out there who are watching this, I was thinking of even putting setting spray on him, so that
I don't even know what that is.
Setting spray, basically, you guys know, it makes the makeup stay in place. So I thought of it, but I didn't have anything. So yeah.
But you got the job.
Funny enough, yeah.
It was funny. My makeup skills came out.
Okay. And Asmat, how do you care for your beard? Do you have a daily routine?
There's one easy answer to that. Elegance beard, obviously.
Oh, yeah?
Shockingly.
No, honestly, before I was introduced to elegance beard, to be really honest with you, I never put anything in my beard. No. And it was actually weird because I never even thought that there was something for,
You used to wash it though, I think.
Yeah, I would just wash it, but
like
that was
in
it.
the shower, like with shampoo. Okay.
My hair, I really like it, so I put like paste. Sometimes I put gel, hairspray, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But for my beard, I never knew that I should put something to make it grow better or take care of it. I never did. My dad doesn't have a beard, so I didn't know this, and they never told me about anything about that. So when Elegance Beard came over and they told me, oh yeah, this is this, and I'm like, oh, let me try it, let me see, and then it was actually a really nice feeling. Yeah. And even Rana told me, it smells nice. That's one thing, but also after like a week or two, it starts becoming softer. Yeah. So you're not gonna have like spikes, coming off and looking bad. It just becomes more soft, and then obviously if you have a comb, you put it down, and it's a nice way of doing it. Yeah. So usually, most mornings, recently I don't wake up early, so I don't have much time to get out of bed and shower and go to work. So I don't do it. But when I have time, I apply either the balm or I prefer the oil myself.
It's quicker
because it's quicker. So I'm a lazy person, as you can see. So I like something that's quick. So I put the oil and it does the job. Yeah.
And you see a difference. Like I can tell now when he does wear it. Like true story, I can really tell when he hasn't worn an elegance beard and when he has. And not even elegance, but in general, just an oil. And when you take care of your beard, when you condition it, like you can really see the difference. And obviously, wives they appreciate that. And now there's a coffee blend, so it's as amazing smell. We're huge coffee drinkers, so the fact that he puts that on his beard, it's like heaven. Like it smells so good. So yeah. Yep.
And do you go to a barbershop to trim your beard or?
After that guy screwed it up, no, no, I'm just kidding. No. I usually take care of it myself. But it happens that sometimes when I go to the barber to get a haircut, sometimes I tell them to do something specific. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, after like 2-3 months, when I screwed up my line big time and it's like all over the place, I ask them to fix it, just to give me a line, and that's it. But mostly I take care of it myself.
So next question, how important is fashion in your life?
It's pretty important, as you can see. No, I'm just kidding. I like fashion because I'm not really into it, to be honest with you. It's not that I personally go out and like pick something specific, but I do like to look good. I work in a corporate company, so I like to go in and have a nice clothes on when I have meetings and I see clients or whatever it is. I like to have good clothes on. Most of the time, Rana helps me pick it out, obviously, because I'm not that great at matching stuff. And sometimes when I see something on the rack, I have to put it on to be able to tell if it's good or not. But she can tell right away if it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And for you, Rana?
Yeah, for work, like I said, like it's very important. Fashion, I've always really been into fashion and you know, makeup too and that kind of thing. And taking care of yourself just in general, but yeah, fashion, especially for work, like you do always have to look a certain way, and you know it affects, you know, your daily, you know, tasks, and let's say sales, if you're in sales or things like that, like you do always have to look presentable. And then outside of work, it's always nice to put a little bit of effort into how you look. Obviously there's a self-esteem aspect of it, where especially with us, like we gained quite a bit of weight since we got married, and you know, it affects your self-esteem. But as long as you really take care of yourself, and you really, at least you take care of, like in his case, he takes care of his hair, of his beard, I take care, for instance, of my skin or things like that. Just taking care of yourself in general is really important, and fashion is one of the things to take care of yourself.
Okay. And what is your advice to those who would like to grow their beards?
I would say honestly, don't be afraid. Just let it grow. It might take time. You might have patches at some point. I know it's harder if you're in a workplace and you have to go see clients and stuff like that. But honestly, as soon as you start growing it, so if you're in a younger audience, just let it grow. In the beginning, it's gonna be weird. It's not gonna look nice, but eventually it's gonna get there and it's gonna be good. But I know some friends, like one of my friends specifically, he has like 5 maybe hair here.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's nothing else that's coming out. But obviously that's not his fault. It's his genes, so he can't do anything about that. But most of the people, it's gonna start in patches. It's not perfect, so you're not gonna have a full beard in the beginning. So you have to just be patient with it. Apply some products on it. Let it grow naturally, and then you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
You, Rana?
Even though I don't have a beard, I do have advice where I think people, especially in the Western society, tend to say, oh no, don't grow your beard, you know, don't show yourself like that, it's very scary, whether you're someone who is Muslim or not. Like, a lot of people do think it's such a bad thing, and you know, you won't have career opportunities and not. But as you even open a magazine or you look outside, it's very in fashion, I guess, right now, and it's very hipster and all of that. So why try to hide it anymore? Like you can grow it, and it's gonna be a struggle. And as long as you use the proper tools, there's obviously certain oils that help, and like even though it doesn't guarantee you that it makes your hair grow, it does help, and it does open up the hair follicles and stuff. And I find it so important, and it really does. You know, obviously if you're struggling to grow a beard, that's a different thing. But you know, everybody struggles to grow a beard. Even the hairiest of people can struggle in their facial hair. So. I find that it looks very good, and it's very important.
And one thing that it helped me through is that I'm really young for what I'm doing. So I always had this issue when I would go to interviews, I looked like a kid. So people would not take me seriously. When you put a beard, it makes you look a bit older, but it gives you a certain strength that, you know, it camouflages your age, and you look more serious, and people take you more seriously.
And don't listen to people. Everybody has comments about everything. Like you're always gonna get comments, even if you put, I don't know, a new, I don't know, shirt. Like everybody always is gonna have comments on you. Nobody's always gonna agree with what you do, but just don't listen to them. And if you feel comfortable in a beard and you like it and you enjoy it, I think it's important. And don't think that, you know, if you are in the age of getting married and you're looking and you're interested in stuff like that, don't think that this is something repulsive or unattractive, or people say like, oh, food gets caught and that kind of thing. It's not true. It's, you know, food doesn't get caught in your beard. Unless you eat like really badly, then food will get caught. But yeah, it's good.
So, have you ever met someone who thinks that beards are dirty?
Actually, one person, yes. I was just in a bazaar. We were selling a bunch of stuff. I was helping a friend, and some lady came up to me, and she's like, I'm like, oh, listen, like we have a really nice products, and you have anything that you want. Is there something you want to buy for your husband, your son, or something? And then she goes ahead and she's like, no, I'm okay, thank you, and she just walks away. I'm like, okay, no problem, that's fine, that happens. But then, I don't know if you noticed, but she did it like pretty much a U-turn, and she came back. and she comes to me and she's like, you know, I find beards really disgusting. I'm like, wow, that's pretty harsh. I'm like, why? Why do you think that? It's so dirty.
So bad.
You're letting hair grow on your face. When you're eating, there's food on it. It's really disgusting. I'm like, no, it's not actually, miss. If you do your research shown that it's better for you. It's good for your face.
Yeah, protect
and there's
your
no
face.
exactly.
And you wash your beard, man.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not like I'm gonna leave it and I'm never gonna touch it again. You know, and it has nothing to do with it. And honestly, like she said, food getting cut in your beard, like how are you eating? Honestly, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, like sometimes yes, maybe something is gonna drop on it, but you take it off and you wash it. It's normal.
And food will get caught on your chin, and you'll have food around your mouth. Like food doesn't just stay in your mouth sometimes, so it'll be the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you, Rana, have you ever met someone who
thinks beards?
beards are dirty?
I actually, funny enough, it wasn't directly to Asmat or anything, but I've heard a lot of comments where people say, like especially when they lengthen the beards. That's another thing. When they make it grow a lot more, they're like, oh, you look like a homeless person. I think I heard, I think, okay, and this might be from someone very close, but obviously people have comments and they say, oh, you look like a terrorist, and things like that, which is crazy, but it's true, you know, people have that mentality to think like, oh, you always have to look like everyone else, but no, you don't have to look like everyone else. I find it looks good, especially when you have, you know, even if you do lengthen your beard, in any case, it's very good. And no, but yeah, I did hear comments, not to me obviously, but like to people around me who have beards, being told like, oh, you look like a homeless person very often. So yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be my last question. Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience, or beard audience?
Do you have anything first?
Any advice, or you know?
Honestly, no. Like I said, like just don't be afraid of letting it grow. In the beginning, it might not.
Join the beard gang.
Yeah, exactly.
Join the beard gang.
It's a good gang to be in, of course.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it was really helpful. Like I said, it makes you look more serious. People take you more seriously. You're gonna look better, and I just find that a man needs a beard to look good. That's my opinion, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, obviously a man doesn't need a beard to look good. That's a bit hard.
No, of course, I know. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying we look better with a beard. That's
yeah, I guess. Yeah. And it depends how you take care of it, of course. And I think just don't be afraid. Like you said, it's very nice. And don't be afraid of anything in general. Like, it's really important. I touched it upon before, but definitely it's a good thing and looks good. And join the beard gang and get Elegance Beard products, because we're not just saying that his beard is a product of Elegance Beard. So definitely it is worth you know, whatever investment you do for it is worth it. And they're very good and natural products, and you know, we're not just, you know, he's not paying us for this. So it is very, very true. So yeah,
thank you so much, Guy.
No problem.
And if we want more information about Noor Events, you are on Instagram.
Yes.
Noor at Noor Events, NOOR EVENTS, on Instagram, and on Facebook, Noor Events and Photography.
Okay, I'll put all the links in the description. So no worries. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.